Hi, my name is Mark Santos and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my jailbroken iPhone. But before I show you guys my top tweaks, drop the like on the video because that's going to let me know if you guys actually like this type of videos or not. And it's going to let me know that you guys are enjoying the videos every day here on the channel. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe and leave that like. Just one last thing before we get started. Just wanted to remind you guys that I have all the tweak names in the description with the sources needed to download those tweaks. So the first tweak I'm going to be showing you guys today is called AirPods case low battery, and this tweak is really simple. It just shows you a notification whenever your AirPods case has low battery. The next tweak is AnyKey trackpad, and what this tweak allows you to do is it lets you go through the words and move the cursor by touching any key on your keyboard. With the default iOS, you can only do that by touching the space bar, but with this tweak you can touch any key and it will just let you go. Our next tweak is called Auto Unlock X, and this tweak automatically unlocks your phone without you having to swipe up. So let me show you guys an example over here. To unlock, I just look at it and it just unlocks automatically. But if I don't want that to happen, I can just tap the screen and it won't unlock. If I just tap it, it doesn't unlock automatically. Then I have to swipe up. But if I don't tap the screen and I just look at it, then it unlocks automatically. The next tweak is browser default. And this tweak allows you to do something that I think it's coming up on iOS 14. But what it does is if you come over here on the settings and you go to a default browser, you can choose your default browser to be something else. So whenever you click on a link, instead of going to Safari, you can go to any browser you like using. I personally love DuckDuckGo. So for example, if I click on this link, instead of opening it with Safari, it opened with DuckDuckGo. The next tweak on my list is Clear Dock 12, and it just makes the white background on your dock disappear. This next tweak is called Dismiss Progress, and it just allows you to not have to forcibly restart your Springboard every time you install a tweak. So for example, I'm going to download this app over here, and it normally would have me restart my Springboard. That would be the only option available, but now it allows you to close and keep installing tweaks and then restart your Springboard after you're done installing all the tweaks. And this is where Dock Spring comes in. This tweak allows you to respring your device by just swiping up on the dock. The next tweak is called Flame, and I recommend all you guys to download this tweak if you are following up with me and downloading a bunch of my tweaks. What I use this tweak for is to download a bunch of sources at once. So for you to download all these tweaks I'm mentioning, you're gonna have to have all these sources over here that I have. For you to download the sources I have, so you can download the tweaks I have, you can use Flame and use batch mode to download a bunch of sources at once. I'm gonna leave in the description of the video a text with all the sources. You can just copy that, and after you download Flame, you go over here, click add batch mode, and it should automatically download all the sources that I left on the description for you guys. The next tweak is called GPS Manager. and it allows you to change your location. Half is a really cool tweak that brings a beautiful iOS battery indicator to your iOS device. You can see right here on top of the screen that the battery icon now has a battery percentage. The next tweak is called Hidden Album Lock, and it adds Face ID protection to your hidden album folder. Following up, we have Home Plus Pro, which is a dynamic live intuitive UI designer. This is a paid tweak, but it's only $2.99, and I think it's worth it. It allows you to change literally everything about your home screen. It lets you change the offset of the icons. You can make it more to the left, more to the right, whatever you want. You can change the spacing in between the icons. So if I wanted to add more space, less space, I could do that. Add more rows if I wanted to, and just keep adding icons to my screen. It lets me have several icons on my dock. So if I wanted to have more than just 4 icons on my dock, I could have up to as many as I want with this tweak. I can change the size of the icons and the opacity and everything. This is really customizable. It lets you hide icon labels, icon badges, everything you can imagine you can do with this tweak. Our next tweak, and it's a really important one, is called iCleaner Pro. You might have heard of this app for your computer, but it is also on iOS. This app allows you to clean up a lot of data from your device that is not being used, such as old log files, cache files, and other stuff that you really don't need. It's really simple. You just choose the things you want to delete, and then you click clean, and it cleans up. I usually run this once or twice a week. With this cleaned up, I just freed almost 2 gigabytes off of my device. And now it's just respringing it. The next tweak is called Local IAP Store, and this tweak allows you to bypass in-app purchases. It might be illegal, but I'm not sure. Use it at your own discretion. But it works like this. For example, let's go here into Crossy Road, right? And I'm literally addicted to this game right now. You can purchase anything you want. I purchase everything from Brazil, but you can purchase anything you want. Like for example, this chicken right, it would be 99 cents, but with this I can just buy it for free, cancel, and I get it. Even though it's asking me to pay for it, I just cancel it and it still goes through, and I can go ahead and use any of these. Unfortunately, it does not work with every application. That's why it's called Local IAP Store, because it only works with applications that store that kind of data locally. The lighting might have changed a little bit in the video, but I think it's going to be better now to see the screen. But the next tweak we're going to be talking about is pencil charging indicator. And this tweak makes charging less boring. So what it does is every time your phone gets connected, it shows that pencil charging indicator here on the top. It's called pencil charging because when you plug in your pencil to your iPad Pro, it shows you that same notification. So that's where they got it from, but I think it's a really cool feature to bring to iOS 13. Quit all is a really simple tweak that lets you quit all the applications at once by tapping on the top right of the screen. Real CC lets you actually disable Wi-Fi and Bluetooth through the control center. Safari features adds iPad-like features to your Safari. So for example, here I have these tabs on top. If I open this, it shows the tabs like this. My favorite feature is a feature they just added to this tweak that lets you play sounds in the background. So for example, I have this playing over here. If I open this up, I can still hear it even with Safari closed. The next tweak is a paid tweak called Scorpion, but I just love it. I'm gonna call Kayla right now just to give you guys an example of how this tweak works. So what this tweak does is it brings your calls up here to the top, so you can put it on speaker by clicking here. You can get the keypad over here, put it on mute, do everything over here. It's much easier than having your whole call fill up the whole screen. Screenshot actions lets you have actions to your screenshot. So after you're done, you can save to photos, you can save to files, upload, or delete the screenshot. Send delay is a really useful tweak, and it lets you cancel messages before they send. So for example, if I say hi and I wrote it by mistake, I can cancel it before it actually sends. And you can change the delay time in the settings. Shadow is a useful tweak if you don't want to get detected by apps such as Snapchat, PUBG, Fortnite. All these apps, they detect that you have jailbreak and they don't let you use the app. So with Shadow, it bypasses that detection. Size Finder shows the sizes of apps right here on the home screen when you edit the home screen. Springtomize is what I use to have folders in folders. This is super useful. I love this tweak. Next tweak is called Tap Tap Flip, and it lets you flip your camera just by double tapping it. Tweak Count 2 lets you know how many tweaks you have installed on the top right of your screen in Cydia. Weather Ground adds a really nice weather animation to the top left of your screen with the current weather. So right now it's sunny outside and it's 82 degrees. Unlock Sound brings the old Unlock Sound to iOS. It's so satisfying. And the last but not least tweak is called Install, and it just lets you know what tweaks you have installed. So all the ones in green over here are installed. So when you're looking for tweaks, you have a checkbox over here letting you know that I already have this tweak installed. I personally don't like tweaking my phone way too much where it makes it look like it's an Android. I mean, I have an iPhone because I like the iOS design. So I like to keep it as normal as possible, just adding a few features that make it more interesting. So if I hand my phone to someone else, they would never notice that my phone is jailbroken. If you like the tweaks I showed you here today, please leave a comment letting me know you guys want to see more videos like this. Posting videos every day, so subscribe. And that's it for this video. Go watch my last video. Bye.